Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Go Ghana for Coco about 10 years. Kakra. Masaba mo na so biemo ye business na na egu so bohun digital business ya wo community mu a chese edom gum asadan kanyame na me kasa Ghana fo ye ndorso ni ade enne kofo tia se omura business ni mu me se ye business ye digital business ababi abeko bi abetumi arane agese me se woni internet no me se wo paycheck no wo de na so me na enso me ntina wo se me nya bibi ka ho na me ho hen ha me asadan kanyame 2 years ni enya age animu o enti ne ye bode from no missy business way. I fear so those of us in the diaspora need to be file tax. No, ye bro, you 1099 how they file tax. I fear the file, ye brave be me the file ye do. Just a professional be our business, teachers, taxi drivers, just a me who send your men doctors, lawyers, bankers, obia, you hear no gadgets. Just say, I would be running business, ye less system na mount. And me say registration refundable. It's brabeshe. Say bibi obetumi aye. Pe bibi kan wo na wo gina wo na ba akopeso a ebegene e wo so otumi gina wo na me no so do won sesi obo. Na wanka sa otumi manage wade business na be ye wa wo dia. Ma extra source of income. Me mo mu de aboa me ne mabusua. Enti no bra. Me se kakra nie momra. Me number na etwagu no. Ne enkasa. God bless us all. Amen.
Check now, check it, check it, check it, check it. The beat is real, don't wait make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, 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 check it. Green select glucometer, check it, check it, check it, check it. Sugar level for check it, check it, check it, check it. For check it, check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Indeed, we are back again here on Sammy Flex TV Showbiz Daily, and I believe the world is talking about Showbiz Daily already. Sammy Flex seated with my people in your shot. Alaji Derek Money is here. It's here. I'm saying when you're too bankasa. If you're in the Bata Karina Shadena, you would understand that man is really a tuba artist of the year. Well, Roland Amate is also here, and your long-time guy, man like MC Kobe, is also here. So today, some known but missing faces are back on the show, and we have to do what we've got to do. This is Showbiz Daily. Welcome. Remember, Remember, you can also join us with your comments. If you have not subscribed to us, please do. And also know that Tap Send is here with us on this platform supporting us. And those in Texas, this is the time for you guys to also make money and send money from your people to your people as well. So make sure you get the app on your phone, download it from any of the Google Play stores or iOS, put in your bank details, and when you are done, you can use the promo code SammyFlex to start sending money. Your first ever money you send, we are going to give you $10 if you're in Texas. If you're in London, we give you £5. If you're in Europe, we give you €5. All because you are welcomed. And we want you to enjoy the fact that we're going to give you some extra credit on your account. Tap Send is what you have to do. Now, I just chanced on something. So before we even start talking proper, let's hit up with this. A certain research says that men, we are not supposed to be standing when we are peeing or when we are wee. That's what I said, certain research. And I'm here asking myself, why this research at this time? Like, who is thinking about what? Do you guys think we are AI humanoids or something? No, we are humans. We are not AI humanoids. You guys should listen to it. It says, study shows men have been peeing wrong. They ought to sit and not stand. I'm here asking myself, who is thinking like this? It says, new research suggests that men should sit down to urinate rather than stand up. In a YouGov study on male urination habits, a renowned urologist asserted that sitting down is more hygienic and healthier for men's bladders. Most men stand to urinate, but this may not be the healthiest way. According to Gerald Collins of the Cheshire Alexandra Hospital Department of Urology, sitting down is the most efficient way for men to urinate. The latest result of male urination habits came from a survey that included more than 7,000 men from 13 countries. I'm not sure Ghana was part. The result was 40% of German men. The report was 40% of German men reported always sitting down to urinate, making Germany the country with the highest percentage of men who sit to urinate. Collins believes more men should sit when urinating because it relaxes the pelvis and the spine. As men age, it becomes crucial for them to sit down when urinating since a condition called benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, colloquially known as enlarged prostate, is more widespread among older men. BPH is caused by a change in the prostate hormonal environment, which begins when men clock their 40s. And this is the story. Derek, are we going to change after reading this?
First of all, let me say congratulations to you.
Oh, to us?
Oh, yeah, first and foremost to you.
Okay.
Yeah, as a YouTuber or vlogger of the year or Ghana Entertainment US Awards. Yes, sure.
Ghana Entertainment Awards USA.
Ghana Entertainment Awards USA. And then again to us.
Okay.
For Showbiz Daily being nominated. And one interesting thing is competing with mainstream TV programs where the lives of entertainment
United
Showbiz Showbiz 360
three music
the Showbiz Daily Culture Daily. But I mean, these are programs a mainstream obia channel correct. The moment I be do fee and now what them are before remote na be tuning or but Showbiz Daily with the power packed well structured
Endemic. It's a new way.
Go back and forth.
With the
endemic way of doing things.
Now Showbiz Daily, online platform, it will compete with this mainstreamer. Brass, I think we need to applaud ourselves. To be honest with you. Yeah, we've done a good job. And this shows the world are watching us.
Oh yeah.
Which we need to put in more effort because the moment the world accepts you and start watching you, that is where
far gone.
That's it's a whole lot.
I know.
Within the industry. So we're senior near my corner. What you mean say within our industry, there are so many things needs to be done.
Okay.
Seriously.
I know.
So the way I industry now.
There will be a bonny bee. As a person will be. Yes, I'm for you, so can you so much?
Yes,
there is a so bobby, but I don't have a can't just
maybe see some for you, so. But I'm in industry and I told the beer and so address issues. Although we have the topic at hand or the subject matter to talk about, we do baby and we saw Casemuna.
And then I could so then Mamma can. Then Fat Johnson and Tunching. And nothing can the upper so can.
We are in an industry. I told the beer, Obiani Senote. You can't change me, I can't change you.
Yeah.
So at a point in time, you need to accept who am I. Exactly. Even though if you can't accept me, you can't like me. People who like me or people who want my presence, allow them.
Yeah.
But I say we are living in an industry we boha no aboha, we boha no aboha no. The obey be anu yanku pointia no weshia.
That's true.
Okosruba form. In fact. Master, this is my concern.
Okay, I think it will be a
yeah, I'm experiencing so many things.
Really?
My dean ameshe. Yeah, I'm experiencing so many things. But the person mom say if God says yes, that is the answer.
Nobody can say no.
You need penum be within the industry, forget it. Eye di nyame aka no eno na bebem. Enye ne woni pa no wo ka no. But I'm very worried with certain responses and attacks I'm getting. Me no kase sisi ya betu mita ofie. Na me be am laptop na me phone na me phone ofie. Ya betu mita.
Another. You have phones ne or laptops na see na on recover we no.
Ya betu mita.
Almost had the meter by payment. And you think it is a direct attack on you, huh?
I think so. Many lights will fear.
Oh,
that's me. And the way I may swerve it topic because this is a huge platform. I was saying I need to voice out certain things. That's me. I'm going through a lot. I went to meet with you.
Wow.
One target ECG.
Me that nyane na meter ne ko. Omudum light. And I think these are certain personal attacks. Men can't mame ho. Whilst we are moving forward now, it might not be me alone.
It could be another
person. Could be somebody, another person. It could be Roland, it could be MC. Into no young to your name a year.
Okay.
But I mean, and some hammy. Now, make us a maker.
You win it. Names that we hear one on one.
I remember that platform 1-on-1 at Kebefa.
Oh no, it's open there, why not?
Yeah, Kebefa.
So the noise is your pet time now, your trans.
That's I mean.
And Sammy Breakoso. And you think it is industry related?
Yeah, it is industry related. Because Seni and Yeme Kono, I said the attacks in the dorsum. Because me catch me madam say no. Say no by ebi on ba so ba for me.
Madam Ben.
Hajia.
Okay.
Some ba for me, but
Hajia.
And you Hajia for real. And you mona.
I said that me person chechem you know be am fa wa no si bone no.
Me Hajia.
Oh Hajia. Oh Hajia bi.
Me o Hajia ofie.
O yire.
Me o Hajia ofie. Hajia ofie. And now London are the same thing. Me was messaging nano. No, I started about Hajia din. Me see me o Hajia ofie. Me engaging no. For now. But let me speak my mind on this.
Okay.
Na afi yemfa di be Kusi in Kusi. Okay. The industry now, people should see it in other way around.
Okay.
A assemble ye come asem.
Exactly.
Period. Masami, topic now can even discuss.
Well, I know what Derek Money is talking about. I know. I'm sure maybe some recent appearances on some platforms and some statements he's made, he thinks people are after him for those ones. And because I see Derek Money working with the lady on your TV, what's her name? Monaguchi. And Monaguchi too is another very controversial personality that you can be around, and maybe I'm sure people are taking matters beyond TV appearance and beyond showbiz. So you find time and investigate it and give Derek Money some more time to really explain and clear his chest when the matter comes up again. So Derek, we'll do this again, and me understand, I know what you are going through, but it will be over. Talk to your Madam Hajia at home to do things, be applying more powder, and let's see how God will do to us. Yes, Kobe, quick one.
Chairman.
It's been long. Where have you been?
I've been around the world.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, greetings to our viewers and congratulations to us for the nominations. And I want to sincerely say a big thank you to the whole crew for coming to support me during my daddy's funeral. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A big thank you to the whole crew for coming all the way to Central Region.
Yeah.
To come and support me. I think later after the funeral, Charlie, the questions, plenty questions.
They're asking what?
I mean, you know, they all gotta know you, so definitely. And then some people are like, Charlie, like this man, we see him before. I want to see him. I'm like, oh no, hey, Charlie, all the big men are back.
That kind of vibe, eh?
Yeah.
You wanted to do more.
Now I'm so my fella say, yeah, at least
you have some people.
Yeah, I have a lot of people behind me. So me that one sipa. From the family.
One family any day.
After I've been around, but then I had to take time to arrange certain things. Yeah. So now I'm free. So we are back again.
Fully active. Fully active. I know, right? Do you agree with the research?
Oh, brother, I mean, to be honest.
Or you think it doesn't make sense?
Obviously, because since day one, since I came into this world, I've not heard this thing anywhere say I have to sit before I urinate.
But when you are pooping, you sit.
Yeah, I sit before I poo. because where I'm supposed to poo.
And when you are pooping, you pee.
Sometimes.
Not sometimes.
No. Sometimes. And yet when you are pooping, you pee.
When you are pooping.
But I'm every day. Every day. Okay. Yeah, that one today. Yeah, man. But then with this research, chala bro for no mo tinase no mo kiga nyama bi abomu na o person o mo nyama be bribri ni so oh no, to me I won't buy this research crap.
Okay, Ro, how about you?
Let me say greetings to our viewers. I think people are thinking too much. Yes, but partly after reading the post, I think I partly agree with them. That is health-wise. Because when you look at the health complications or the sicknesses that they mentioned, these are sicknesses that are so common with men, especially when it has to do with prostate. Like, it is very common. And when you look at people who have prostate problems, especially at that age, after 40, 50, 60 years, most of these guys have difficulties in urinating. And if at that point there is an advice for you to just relax your whole body, because it takes a lot of energy for you to stand on your feet to even urinate, which is why when some people's own get to the extreme, they get them what they call the catheter, where they would have to urinate through a tube. Now, those ones, they don't stand to urinate, they sit. They sit where they are situated. That is where they do it. So definitely you tend to reason with them a bit in that line with regards to this research. That is how you tend to reason with them. Other than that, I think if somebody is strong, somebody is well to do and has no complications as far as his prostate is concerned, I believe there is no need. Yes, this advice probably I think can go to the more aged people or the aged men above their 50s, 60s. If you have, like, there's a possibility you can set all the time to do it, then you can. So you, like they said, they also pointed out some parts of the body that will be relaxed. Yes, your pelvis and all these parts, which holds the lower part of your organs. Yes, if you can sit down to protect some of these things to help your health, because we know when you hit that particular age, most of your organs begin to
weaken.
Yes, exactly. So in order for you to keep it for a long time, if you have the luxury, it is not all of us that have the luxury of going to sit down to urinate. Some of us, it is just the pure, we are done. And sometimes it's also about comfortability, what you are comfortable with. But when you have health complications, I believe that is where this advice goes for you. So yes, they are thinking too much, but it is not in the wrong order like that. It will be beneficial to some people.
Okay, well, good notice. Let's move on. I'm sure that was just by the way. Maybe where you are, you can also debate it among yourselves, whether this advice is a good advice to men or not. You can do the discussion on your own. But I have observed something. After Sarkodie's SHS tour, which was even met by some people mocking him, Kojo Sheldon and his people, thinking that, Sarkodie, you are too big to be doing SHS tour. I've seen that right after he started doing about 2 schools, now so many artists are doing it. I've seen King Promise, I've seen Last Mate, I've seen, Kobe, help me with some of the names.
Kwamina
MP.
Yeah.
Like almost everybody is now going to one school or the other. And I'm asking, hey, where did this SHS awakening just come from all of a sudden?
Yeah.
After Sarkodie, the moment Sarkodie announced it, I know people who made fun of him. So many people, especially on Twitter, they made fun of him, saying that, people are doing O2 and other big places. You are going to do SHS in Ghana. Bongo ideas, shout out to you. He was one of such people. And right after SAC, looks like we've opened the floodgate. Everybody's going to an SHS. What is the inspiration? Where did the awakening come from? Kobe, let me start this with you. We have some more stories to go, so quick. Yeah. Let's go.
So about this SHS thing, we also the reactions of the citizens when Sarkodie announced the high school tour. Definitely, we are talking about SAC here, so there's going to be back and forth on whether he's taking the right decision or not. But you see, this is how Sarkodie started. 10 years ago, he did it. He went on a high school tour. And back then he was in.
10 years ago he did the same thing.
Yeah, 10 years ago he did the same thing, and he's actually going to almost the same schools he went.
Oh,
back then.
I see.
So it's like a history remade, a reloaded kind
like
of.
Like something he does every decade.
So they know what they are doing. He knows his road. He has his map. Yeah, and whatever perception we had from the beginning when he announced it. We know SAC and his team doesn't care.
Yeah.
They had to go on and do it. And after 1, 2, I think right now he's done 2 of the schools.
He's done about 3.
He's been to Santoa.
Yeah. So far he's done 2. So far he's done 2. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done 2. He still has about.
No, I think Legon Presby. How about Legon?
No, he hasn't been.
No, that one was. I think it was the old students of Sadisco or whatever, and he went to perform.
Yeah, but the official tour he's done 2. Okay, and after we've seen the impact. Because, Brazami, to be honest with you, behind scenes, me personally, I've made calls to some schools within Central Region who wanted to host a couple of artists for this SRC thing. And trust me, it was very hard.
Senior high school level.
Yes, it was very hard to get our artists on it. They seem not to, I don't know, not to buy into the idea, or it wasn't in their plan. I know an artist who's on the tour right now. He's going on the SHS tour right now. But when I spoke to him directly, I spoke to the artist directly about this thing. He turned it down. But now he's on the same he's on the same tour actually. But I don't know whether the offer we gave him or the school the school's name was what he didn't want to. I just don't know why he turned that down. Okay. But I know say the impact has become more when Sarkodie started. Because right now it has become the thing. I know a couple, one or two artists are about to start theirs too.
Hey.
Yeah, I've heard about it. They are about to go on a tour too. King Promise is there. Last Made is going. Kwame MP.
So why? Is it because Sarkodie has done it? Or now, maybe out of the education we've been sharing here and there, they've seen the need to also be part of the bandwagon?
This high school thing, tour thing, it's been there for all these years. It's been there once in a while in an SRC
I know, but our people are not doing it.
Yes,
like
that's what I'm telling you.
An artist, he did not agree.
They put us through serious. I don't know, maybe because of high school clique. Because with this one that they are going, it's about high school clique, promoting and I think directing everything, financing and all that. I think it's them and their sponsors doing everything, arrangement and everything. So I don't know, maybe because it's high school clique. Okay, but there is another high school agency. I don't know if I should mention the name.
Yeah, you can.
High School Plug.
Okay.
They also wanted to put another artist on it. I think 2 or 3 artists, which I don't know if I can mention their names. So I spoke to them directly. I spoke to them directly. One is Kwame MP, and he turned it down. But later on, he was like, "Okay, so I know what I should speak to his manager." I spoke to his manager. His manager, "Oh, no. They are not ready for that. They're about to do this. You know, this their thing." So I was like, "Oh, okay." Then within 2-3 months, you're on it all. And it's the same year we are in. The same year you told me you don't have this in your plans. Okay, so me actually, when I saw Kwame P on it, I was surprised. Okay, I was in shock. I was like, okay, maybe it's because of Sack's influence and King Promise. And now Last Me Too is on it and they are going back. It's laudable because going back to these children, so it's very my time. If I had this opportunity, I would have been very happy. My time, I never had the opportunity. Once I heard medical was coming to my school and it never happened.
Okay.
And we were very heartbroken back then. So I remember on Sarkodie's video when he posted it, one child was asked, "What if Sark didn't come?" He said, "I'll be heartbroken. I'll die if Sark don't come." So you see, it goes a long way into their brains. Back 10 years to come again, when he's relaxed as a matured person sitting behind his phone or laptop, it's like, yo, I was here when Sarkodie came 10 years ago. I mean, we can all see it in our soul now. Sarkodie was there. Sarkodie spoke to him. She sang for Sark 10 years ago, and today she's on Sarkodie's album.
Wow.
So it makes sense a lot. To me it makes sense a lot. So I'm pleading to the artists.
Okay.
They should calm down for us when some of us we want to put them on this kind of
SHS.
Because it can't always be high school plug. Maybe they have all the plugs and connections and all that. But kakra it be bano. Artists now, you know. When you go to this SHS and you listen to their playlist, you understand?
And the kind of song they are jamming to.
And these are the same people, if they want you to come and perform for them, you stress them. You put them through a whole lot. And you see when you go to their SHS intercore team, they are not strong that enough. Say pay artists to come to their school or say inform through serious protocols near there, plenty course near there. These are kids. The artists now Google branding when it comes to this kids issues, because we understand the thing, but then but to me, big ups to all the artists on it. It's making sense and the kids are enjoying it, so we want to see more.
Okay, thank you. Ro, why do you think now everybody is on it?
Because Sarkodie has given it a huge validation. Yes, and aside that, there's enough education about the positives that will come out of such a practice. You know, for even before Sarkodie did the second decade, like the decade of this particular practice, the likes of Malcolm Nuna getting some form of credence and acceptance in the spaces out of some of these practices. The moment the guy got a huge radio airplay, 1 or 2 radio airplay, but then he started the SHS tour. Somebody like Yauto,
he's also on it.
Yes, did the same thing and went on break and has come back again. But then people were still not seeing. When you ask, I remember when I was in JHS, there were some students. I went to Tesano. And there were most of our people lived in Abeka. And we had one or two then underground artists here and there. Once in a while, they come to the school to perform. And even aside that, there are some people in the space, I remember when they used to go to these schools to perform. Like some people just go there, speak to the SRC guys or the entertainment guys and say, when you guys are having entertainment or that time it was music and dance. When you are doing music and dance, I would want to come and perform. And all these things are ways that people use to impact generations. Yes.
And to hone their talent as well.
Of course, if you want to impact generation and also sell what you want to sell easily, this is a very, how do you call it, basic thing to do as an artist or a creative. So yes, I believe Sarkodie's brand has given it. Yes, because when Talk and Malcolm Nuna were doing it, it wasn't as if we didn't see it. Everybody saw it. Everybody was seeing it. But most people were still not sure of how big it is.
Deal it was.
Yes, or how big of a deal it was until the like of Sarkodie jumped on it to let them know that, hey, even we cry we do it. So how much more you? And with what MC Kobe said about he and his team reaching out to some artists and they turning him down, I believe it is about interest and what they want at a particular time.
Okay.
You know, yes, there are some people, we complain here that some artists would sit in a plane for 5 hours, 6 hours and go and take $5,000. Yet even in Ghana, they are taking more than that $5,000. And sometimes even the one that is giving them more than $5,000 here in this country, the way they will stress the person. So sometimes it's like the game is like that. It is about interest. I tell you, most of the people that turn him down, even for that little token that probably they were willing to give, are doing it for free because, yes, I am with Sarkodie. Yes, I am with High School Clerk. Because those brands have been able to establish themselves to a certain level. So I believe that, yes, it is a process. It is a process. Maybe today, your squad were not able to get the likes of Kwame Naimpi. You can find another artist, another set of artists, and groom them. Because the people that helped the likes of Malcolm Nuna, Talk in executing some of these things, I believe in the next 5 years, if they want them, they will still get them.
Yeah.
High School Clerk, High School Clerk has been there for more than a decade.
Yeah.
I see.
High School Clerk has been there. They were doing magazines and newspaper. Then times when they were doing them PMP. I remember one of their guys were writing for PMP as at time now no more Abekano. People and Places newspaper. Yes, they were writing. So these guys have been in the system for quite some time and they've been able to build some form of clerk. So, and Sarkodie has been part of their social capital. So when you see them calling some people to join whatever projects that they want to do, it is not out of the fact that they are giving them some huge money or some big money for them to do it. But one, it is because the artists have interest, they've seen the positives in whatever they are doing, and two, it is because they are part of their fraternity. So as a group that you are calling these people and they are not minding you, I believe you guys can also find some fraternity. They are the likes of Kwesi Amewugwa, Kwame Nat. All these guys are guys that you can equally build them with this particular generation and even in a decade to come. If you are able to sustain it for about 10 years, 5 years, or 15 years, you can also move. And as at that time, they will also be big. And you can equally benefit. So yes, I believe it is a process. There are some people we will get, some we wouldn't get. But all the same, all these guys are doing it because Sarkodie has given it some form of huge validation for them to see the positive. So now the high school tour, we are now going, people are, you see now, the issue was world tour, Europe tour, Asia tour. Now you are going, now the issue is going to become high school tour.
But that is only in Ghana though, high school tour.
Of course, and see, don't take this for granted. We are looking at the smaller picture here, as in schools in Ghana. If see an artist like, let me take Kwame Naimpi, Malcolm Nuna, Talk, and maybe pick 4 artists of their own line, and let's see these guys can hold. How many SHS schools do we have in Ghana? A lot. Pick 3 schools from each region, each region, 16 regions we are talking about here. And if you want to pick 3 schools from each region, imagine the impact. The only thing has to do with availability and resources to fund these projects. And I believe if they are able to put 1 or 2 together, give themselves 1 year, this is what we want to do. I tell you, they will sell their products directly to the people and they will love them, because I have seen the impact my community has some huge SHS love being. You should see him whenever he appears there. But in the mainstream, people will not regard him like that. They will just see him as, oh, he's still rising. Or try. He's forcing. But send the guy to these SHS schools and you realize that the guy has some solid impact there. So yes, Sarkodie has given the validation. Now let's follow the bandwagon and beat the drama until it's spoiled.
Well, follow who no road, like they say. Derek, how do you also see all of a sudden every artist is hitting the senior high schools to do something?
Last time, I think we need to big up Sarkodie for changing that narrative.
Okay.
Gone are the days whenever you see an A-list artist playing shows, basically on SHS, those platforms. Don't question them. Your fellows are playing shows at the O2 Arena. Your fellows are playing shows here at the Palladium Square, and you are Palladium Square, and you are here playing shows at SHS. But Sarkodie have seriously changed the narrative.
But when he announced it, they also did the same thing to him.
Oh yeah, they were bashing him. Yeah. But for once, we need to understand the music business. That's another case about thing. So you gather your masses within your jurisdiction. Friends saying Tibiana woman changing your mano. Nemomu said this is how you want to change things.
Okay.
Whenever you are floating within the workspace, and everybody accepts you. So for one, Sarkodie changed that narrative, and everybody sees it. Say that is the way we need to go. And fire could be a nibi. Because a farmer, who say we need to start from there. Because one, these SHS students no movie na Oma Nombeko University akwakoye SRC president and then one president ewo university hono university na these same guys now they go into the music business any other politicians. So you need to gather them as your fan base into your for now you know the way to go. Inti makomnu na numina who say say last week numina who say if our boss and as a landlord epo eye we dia, why don't we also channel our energy to that sector?
Landlord at Trump.
Landlord at Trump na aden na yen yetete ho.
Landlord at
Landlord at Trump is not tenant is what ho. And that's the way to go. Basa me where Sarkodie started go show ni face show no. Our response tonight was very massive. Even any international or west stage, but the way people are rooting to the song, the performances now, we say yeah, they've accepted him. It's good for the cameras. Whenever you want to position yourself very well, forget to say yeah, SHS.
And look to me, we say your grounds now solidified.
Grounds me very solidified. To the extent, say, whenever you are putting up a project,
you know the different
up and down.
Yeah.
Sarkodie can stand up to do a project with senior high schools. They will accept him easily.
The demographics are already.
Everything is done. That structure is not built in that. And we need to look at Sarkodie as a personality, as an artist. The way of positioning him, setting some record straight for people to follow. It's another angle. The brand in here, a solid brand, opposition him very well. As it stands now, the most decorated rapper in Africa, Sarkodie. People are trying to follow. Even in Africa, all those brands, the Nasty C's, the friend is saying, I try follow, but because he's very peculiar. And to me, people are mocking a person with such an idea. These are people I see a Tom Adrian Kotubolem. Eto da brasa me ye di fi baby ne da kodu baby.
Yeah.
Ye nsate preko pesa. Sarkodie say platform be na person gina so. But who say no, let me start certain things from here. And brasa me I just want us to understand certain things where say build a team as a musician. There are certain people that also on team. You know, we have brand strategists. Our team, then yes, work of a road manager, or a manager, or a graphic designer. They are brand strategists. People will crap where some who say, oh no, when you say promote.
Yeah, that's true.
Did I not make a channel and regular? I say, your friend is saying rough town records. Some you na Habibi. Put to his casim, me papa.
I didn't.
Me will come just say, you may promote to Ghana.
I didn't, yeah.
Habibi, Mahama,
Habibi, touch my body.
Yeah, Penyon, they are Salbe Habibi.
I didn't hear you for.
And then for the
Habibi, touch my body.
Rasami, answer obi beti onyum sa Habibi na so na de abesa no. Na bia wa mo nipa no kura posika na wa bibia ma no. We anyum aye desa.
Oh.
Rasami, pre wo ye promotion ye hunyum a de be promotion na se wo di usika be sem se wo promote sa anyum no. Me si me hu Habibi no, enye na reka nkasa wa hu. Hey, kensem be koso. Habibi, a discussion mu ye hu artwork ye hu we anyum.
Amako Dubai crack with channel video.
Hey, omunyai.
God, you are crazy. Amako chaba azo.
Ebi a omo pe feature bi o Bollywood.
Rega met it so.
Omo pe feature bi o India. Music industry no dey omo nko. But enya sapa dia, hey.
Have you seen when she performing that song on the stage before?
It's a
Rasami emfa.
Nanyum na fa dada.
I don't know if I use emfa.
Rasami emfa we he.
Afa.
How do you touch my body?
Afa.
Rasami.
Na. Anytime when she is performing that song, she even drops mic.
Me see even if when is not there, me want to cry. Clamps no paps you can jam.
When you say na nkasa ka say enwom a na ono apeso mo promote ne Habibi. But Habibi is not in the system. Rasami, check the system. How they are playing songs. Talk to the DJs. Go to the clubs. See them. And no more. Habibi cried one more. And no more.
She said when they say a trend do boom play. She said on the night. Na
and they heaven.
It's kasa and
I say you're streaming in our buy. Sending in our
But on my attention is some person promoter and I'm promoting Habibi.
It's the end and promote.
Stop.
It's the end of
heaven no you okay.
Heaven is you're better than the heaven. In heaven, there is no.
But that is what is going on.
Anyway, slow.
No, but that is what is banging to.
I know.
And Habibi ni die. And nyanyom. Omo person promote omo India. Na sa Bollywood for ne mfa no mo fa nyom amade. That is it by the way. But e was say omo ti ase because Satan say ye ti achie na ye hu niam na enkoyie na ye pese e kasa. Unya akoka na afa say a critic. But at times that is the reality.
Omo we your meter.
No. At times that is the reality.
I can't know.
Okay.
It's one say na say enyom no omo penyoma promote one penyom papa bi wo your friend is saying ipi no so no mo promote but we need the Habibi.
Well, that is the opinion of Derek Money. I'm not sure everyone would agree with him, but that is his opinion. As a matter of fact, I've seen when she perform Habibi on several occasions.
Sing along.
And anytime she performs the song, I see the crowd cheering up to her, especially when she had to drop the mic and do the boogie. She has some boogies that she would like it be. But my man says, nah, to him the song no cut yet. Maybe I bet fine. That is fine. But Derek, so still on you. Then I'll go on to the next person. Is Fantana the biggest female dancehall artist in Ghana? Yes.
Yeah, maintaining you want to be able to dance or flavor, but it's not a dancehall artist.
Fantana came as a dancehall artist. Ever since she appeared in the music scene, most of her songs were dancehall.
In TM branding as a dancehall artist.
As they say, the Afro dancehall.
Masami, she's not.
She's not
At all. And even she's not even closer to the title. But I always say musicians take titles that doesn't belong to them, or they use things to brag. And she can brag about any title she wants.
Musicians take titles that do not belong to them.
Yeah. And even brag about
who is an example? Someone who has taken
that's self-acclaimed.
Self-acclaimed what?
Dancehall artist.
But yeah, right.
No. It is the same thing you are saying. Self-acclaimed is the person taking a title.
A title. So who doesn't belongs to him per se.
So self-acclaimed what?
Dancehall artist. It is ono obi timi claim sa say me dancehall artist. Self-acclaimed.
So you think that Fantana saying she's a dancehall artist, why you don't agree?
I don't agree. Say
and to who fits her heading?
Oh, she's doing music.
What kind of music? Everybody's doing a certain type of music.
To be honest with you, Fantana's style of music, until today, and said that identify the type of music Fantana
exactly. Is and the person is telling you, don't bother. Don't do any work of trying to identify what I do. I'm telling you what I do. That me, I do dance hall. And in Ghana, I'm the best female dancehall artist.
We have ears. We have artists, female artists. We have gospel, we have high life, we have hip life, we have hip hop, we have dancehall. Say she is the biggest dancehall artist in Ghana. No, we already know artists, and I say artists are dancehall. We have that ears. Sister Fia is one artist or at a point in time, you will listen very well. What is a year? There's a bit of dancehall fusion in it. We have the likes of Jackie or say Afro pop, but there's a little bit of Afro pop dancehall in it. So there are so many artists our system no. Enti Fantana nankasa prapono Obada Ben. I think she's a rejected artist from the Rough Town Records, trying to make ways or pave way within the system or the music industry. Because me who no man kasa Fantana it was set try so for now. And you been a Fantana. Is she a complete musician? Is she an entrepreneur? Is she a philanthropist?
What do you mean by is she a complete musician?
Maybe there will be one who devoting the time to do music. And you'll be one more or no kobuba no akobaba no the bibia betum. And that's what she's doing.
And none is a crime.
Oh, none is a crime.
Exactly.
A farmer wafa.
Exactly. So why do you seem to have a problem with one?
No. Fantana nenyom na oye no. Okwa no koni na emu a. No acoustic do no akwa nyom ba akwa ba no abeto agum because Ghana music industry is so cheap to the extent that we accept a music bit yama trend. That is our music industry is so cheap. Obi kotena be ba enyom emu hia kra no da betum. Then we accept it because it will create a trend. Into kotena se ba no aba no de bibia betum na yafa. And as it stands now, how many musicians are your system, your industry, no one? More complete record label, Juma say, into at a point in time, say, releaser, our record label, no, release, press release, better to Nima say, be bring a majority now, no more pay, into be a time be not a betum. And you be a Fantana, what can I say? Meanwhile, you show them crying now, one young do a yes, who claim say, we are biggest dancehall, female dancehall artists in Ghana. Who be see any pabibri, number 2 pabibri within the industry. You don't even give credit. Oh, sorry, and
so who do you think is the biggest female dancehall artist in Ghana?
But some say me come back party and meet me say that lady.
No, but we are talking about now. It's
now,
Shega too at the moment is not very active.
But met me at the Adiama when they say, Oh yeah.
Whether I'm already say when the Shay is not doing dancehall.
She's not doing dancehall, but it's affiliated with it.
Well, I agree.
Yes.
I think the one she even did with
Shatta, the
one she did with Shatta only has some dancehall. But when she would never tell you she's doing dancehall.
And say a female artist and for dancehall.
We do not have a female dancer, best female dancer artist. We don't.
We do.
Brass, I mean, one thing that Emma, yeah, problems with brain is say our award schemes defines the genre our artists are doing. That is one thing that high within our industry. The award schemes defines the genre you are doing.
They don't allow the artists themselves.
Not at all. Oh, no man, nominate you in this category. Now what you doing? Recently, Scott Evans, Erica said, "Name 10/10." Na kopeso, nominating Afrobeat. A gospel artist or second person or no person more nominating Afrobeat. But only for gospel. Into your war schemes, the most popular ones, and they define the genres among artists, It's brass artists stands now. Artists baby, especially up and coming, they don't know the genre they are doing. I've had interviews with most of them. Okay, say we are flyer man or see you changing the fee hip life. Fako Afropop. Fako Afrobeat. So the artists or nona or banankason will discover them. And it's one thing that we'll see take a critical look at. Our war schemes are defining the genres for the artists, not the artists themselves.
Well, let me listen to
Fantana there. To be honest with you, what can I do? Yate, but that's not the way it is.
But
on the biggest.
But your suggestion was also bad. To say when the Shay should be crowned as the best female dancehall artist. It's also bad.
It's not bad.
And Shega too that you mentioned, aka Shege too at the moment is not actively in music, so we can't even vote her as the best dancehall artist.
When they say no, or an album and Cassani Epin, Egma Epin, Brassam, Egma Epin, analyzing ye.
Oh, I've listened to it.
And how many
dancehall? It is not. You can't call it a dancehall album.
But that
you can call it Afro. You can call it Afro. Maybe Afro.
Maybe I don't know. Your position at all. Brassam, your position so many artists are two genres on Cromumpe.
So you think most of the songs there are dancehall?
Brassam, to be honest with you.
Well, Kobe, Fantana.
All right. So, to be honest, let me continue with what you ended with. To be honest, in Ghana, when we talk about rap, we all know it's obvious. Eno Barone is the best female rapper. When we are talking about the male aspects, we all know it's Sarkodie. When we go to the dancehall, the males. For that, I'll leave you for the Beam Nation and the SM fans to solve it for themselves. But in the female category or race, let me put it that way. To me, since Kaki left, I've not seen any of the female artists doing deliberately, and I said we're devoting a back to back dancehall. I've not seen any of them. Fantana goes here and comes here. She goes off and she comes in. So say you back down to GH and she's saying she's the biggest or the best dancer, female dancer artist. That is a fallacy. She's lying. It's not true. But position any baby are not say. And at a point in time, Jumedia Okodi, you know, ni the way a home from any when you nyama or Nankasa man or any the country as a whole. We all know young, rich and famous. Seriously, is very huge in Africa.
Yeah, we were in Kumasi, wanted to watch it, but
yeah, it's very huge.
We were not seeing.
It's very huge, very very huge. And this is whereby they are putting it on Netflix, so the whole world is actually seeing it.
Yeah, is the producer.
You saw what I said. Influence. Woman also key holders a woman also. Diamond Platinum cry huge.
Yeah.
To Baba Ammonia there. I think his wife too is inside. It's a huge platform. So to me, you don't expect Patapa to go there and be like, oh, Sarkodie is the best artist in Ghana. Or Sarkodie has the biggest song in Ghana. No. Patapa will be there and be like, when you go to Ghana, I have the biggest song. I am the biggest artist in Ghana. he would definitely say, because, yes, he knows the opportunity that will come right from that.
Yeah.
So on sniper, so Fantana knew it was a big deal for her, and she knew what she was doing. Okay, and I'm selling it out also, to be honest with you, because we are talking about her, and a lot of people are talking about her. And after Diamond Platinum also started talking about her, I don't know if you've watched it, I've watched it. They are kissing and all that. Brouhaha and also I will also be tweeting about it. And on a Diamond Platinum girlfriend also
back and forth.
Ex-girlfriend also call back and forth. When you know nyama bia ama girl no hiding anya some kind of attention. The whole Africa. This is the whole Africa. It's not just West Africa.
But you did not get that. You did not get that attention from your music that you are going to use to boast as being the best. Yeah, that's why I started with saying because yes, you've gotten the attention, all right. But that attention did not come from your music.
But after that, she has dropped a new dancehall tune called My Man.
Yes.
Your Man rather. Okay. And definitely, me, I know so kind, I know, because she knew what was under her sleeves, what she was about to do. So the emphasis the academic tone change. Me, we all know, we are all here, we know say she's not the best female dancer. Even top 10 on Bim Wagana has it. Yeah. But say baby are not say. And it's also on position now on one can sell it.
On Bim no mention that thing.
That thing. We don't even have. Me, I don't know any of the female artists or because say or yet dancer back to back into about 5 top dancer artists. Kaki was the one doing it for me, and she left.
Well, at the point, AK Songstress was
okay. There was an AK Songstress. Good.
AK was also doing it, but AK when she found hits in high life beats and Afrobeat, she dropped dancehall.
With Raga. Yeah, because don't to me still when it's at Wale Koraga. Jupiter Crab ran was Amo and how female artists won't to me. Yeah. So we all know say the all candidate down here it's a lie. But maybe I'm not one there. I'll snipe that opportunity and put my name out there. And I think that she's been smart enough. Say after that she has engaged with even going ahead to drop a music. And it's a dancehall tune as well. So it's good for her and her brand, and definitely she's going to snap more opportunities out of that. Now I selling also, but we all know the fact says she's not the best at dancehall artist.
So who is your best?
I put it to her.
So who is your best?
To me, AK Songstress is
yeah.
So 10 years down till now, I'll still give it to Kaki, but she still has some dancehall rhythms. We still go back to listen. None of them can compete. That
too much.
Yeah.
No, too much. Okay. Yes, Ro.
Sammy. Me, I find it laughable. People are saying it is not true, it is a lie, she's not this, she's not that. But you ask them to mention any option and they don't have an option.
Run away.
Like, you see, when Fantana made this statement, me, I knew it was a very bold statement to make. See, unless you've not paid attention to Fantana's catalog, that is the only reason you doubt her. It is just like you going to say, oh, you are the best sports journalist in this country. And they come and check your website and it is all about entertainment. And showbiz. But Rasame, go through Fantana's catalog. From the time she joined Rough Town Records,
she has been doing
Fantana has only one song that Enokrapone is more or less like Afrobeat. The rest is dancehall, including the current one. Fantana has always represented the Afro dancehall genre. And she said it over and over and over and over again that her influence is Stonebwoy and Shatta.
Because she was also doing dancehall.
Of course.
She could only pick from those who were doing it.
If people doubt that Fantana saying she's the best or the biggest female dancehall artist currently, if people doubt, they should go through her catalog and bring any of her songs or bring all her songs and let's see. Because Carpenter who has evidence. You understand? See, the likes of, in her own right, now as we speak, she has every right to say that. You can mention AK Songstress. See, when you want to open up the conversation, that is when you bring other people's work to come and challenge hers. But as it stands, who? You You know the person that probably could have come out to challenge her?
No.
Akiana.
Xylophones, Akiana. I know so many people will not know her.
Yes.
Yeah,
Akiana.
so many people don't know her.
But you know the last time Akiana also released song last year, or if not 2 years ago. You go to a social media page, she's releasing pictures. She's now a model. Akiana. You see that there are some young girls like Alaptawan, who are also doing that.
Abiyaima and co.
Abiyaima. But unfortunately, their weight is not as huge as Fantana. You can't compare Alaptawan or Abiyaima, their weight now currently to Fantana. No, it is not possible. Pick their current works and compare. Let's put the fact that if not for anybody, we've all heard about Fantana's Rich Girl Anthem. Fantana's Rich Girl Anthem. Tell me if that is high life. Girl has always represented the dancehall genre. The likes of AK Songstress, Miss V, and all them girls have come out to do dancehall one way or the other.
Yeah, Miss V too at a point.
Of course.
Was doing dancehall when he collaborated with Stonebwoy and all.
But now, all of them have dropped it. Somebody will say, the fact that they've dropped it doesn't mean that they are out of the system. They can come back and pick it up because that is what they started with anyway. Nobody has qualms. But you can't tell me Akiana should go and pay, should stand somewhere and look at herself doing dancehall and go and say, currently the biggest dancehall artist we have in Ghana is Miss V, or how do you call it, AK Songstress or Akiana, who I would have been very disappointed. Because see, records, if we are to put hits or popular songs aside, that's I mean, the girl can sing, and it is no joke. Pick her records and play them, and tell me which of them is bad. So if you want to bring other people's work to come and challenge, or when we want to open up this conversation and bring other people to come and challenge her statement, I don't have any problem. But my own is that don't say Akiana, how do you call it? Fantana is not a dancehall artist. Because to me, if Fantana had said she's even an Afrobeat artist or a hip life artist, I would have been surprised. I would have been dead surprised. Because after Ebony, most of the girls that were influenced by Ebony were all doing raga. Most of them were all doing dancehall. Even when Wendy Shea started, let's listen to Wendy Shea's style of music. It was at a point that she wanted to draw herself from that Ebony shadows before she started doing
things on her
own. Of course. So we have people who have been in the dancehall fraternity who are females, that we acknowledge them all. But as it stands, it is only girl that has been true to the craft. Everybody should bring their current project and come and tell me.
They are all looking for survival.
Yes, and come and tell me it is dancehall. Fantana, for her past 2 releases, if not for anything, her last 2 releases have been dancehall. She has about 5 or 6 songs in the system. She doesn't have much catalog because of the intervals that she's even been doing the songs. Maybe 6 months, 8 months, no, I'll be releasing back. But she has been consistent with the genre, and that is where my argument is coming from.
8 months, 2 months, consistency.
No, when I say she's been to what I say,
how does that be?
When I say it depends
on what she's doing.
And nobody's saying Fantana is not a dancehall artist. What we are saying is she's not the best. She said she's the best.
Yes.
Or the biggest.
Yes.
She's not. Because those you are saying who want
to be the best. Your consistency within the game, periodical.
You can even be consistent. You can actually be consistent.
You call yourself the
best. If me, I call myself a sports journalist, then today I do sports news. Tomorrow I do sports news. The following day you see me doing entertainment. The following day you see me doing social issues. The following day you see me doing how do you call it?
You don't know what you are doing.
Exactly my point. But if Brad Sammy says he's an entertainment journalist, he does entertainment today. Next 2 months, comes back. You go and see his page, and he has released another entertainment news. And 2 years time, he comes back. Anytime you see him sit on platform, he's talking about entertainment. Who would you say is a serious entertainment person? It is the person that has been consistent regardless of the intervals.
Who has been about consistency?
Consistency doesn't mean that and never release or never release.
She's claiming that title of permanent.
And that anytime she does anything music,
it is done so.
But Brasami,
how do we validate somebody as the best?
How many people
as the best?
Me. You can bring Kaki. You can bring Kaki and Floor.
You made mention of Miss V. When we go back to Miss V, Miss V's songs, dancehall songs, still hits hard. Kaki still hits hard. How many of Fantana songs hits hard?
You can bring Kaki. You can bring Miss V.
Even AK songs.
AK songs to come and floor Fantana's how do you call it? Argument or claim that she's the best. But my own is, as we speak, where are the recent songs of these guys that shows that they are representing the fraternity?
So she should have said she's a dancehall artist, not the best.
You know why I had no problem?
There's a situation we have to tackle.
You know why I had no problem when Stonebwoy said if anybody is claiming dancehall king for this country, mother. You know why I had no problem?
No.
Because even at this point, that Stonebwoy is even being introduced as an Afro-pop, Afrobeat artist. Go and check his body of work. Man still has a dancehall song in there.
And he's a dancehall artist in there.
Thank you, God bless you. So, my question is, if Miss V now wants to come and fight for dancehall queenship, Kaki wants to come and fight for dancehall queenship, AK Songstress wants to come and fight for dancehall queenship, currently, as we speak, which work are they going to use to fight?
But Miss V's current album has a dancehall song in there.
So let her bring it so she can stand somewhere else and claim whatever she wants to claim.
Fantana should have just said, "Oh, she's one of the biggest."
She is not one. She is.
She's not the best.
She's not the biggest. From wherever you find yourself.
Let's move on. I'm sure the argument is still ongoing in corners and in some places where people are still looking for what makes Fantana the biggest dancehall female artist here in Ghana. To me, I've listened to some of her songs. Remember the rhythm she did with JMG? That song on that rhythm. Dope. That song on that rhythm, dope. Unless you don't know that song. But if you know that song on that rhythm, dope song. So yeah, until you guys bring someone whose work will beat her.
Currently, as we speak, now.
You already have.
I don't know. On what basis are you guys
in the system?
On what basis na Mujina?
We are talking about best dancehall female artist.
And Mujina dance so Eddie accrediting so you best.
Who has
we already have female dancehall artists in the system.
Who?
But
let's go back to Yanko Street. Yanko Street in Yanko Street in Bisa. How many people know Fantana songs?
Me, I have
nobody. I can take you through Kaswa, Tobut to the end of Winneba. Nobody knows Fantana songs. She's not the best and she's not the biggest. She's not even the smallest. Nobody knows her.
I have acknowledged.
We know her on social media.
I have acknowledged Alaptawa.
See, I'll take you to Kaswa and plenty people will sing Kaki songs for you. They'll sing Miss V songs for you. So as I say, these are the biggest. Almost Jalegacy now to be breaking here.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Fantana is not the biggest.
Fantana.
You now pay attention to the catalog.
I'm coming on. Fantana might not be the biggest. But at the moment, Fantana is the one doing dancehall. Even her new song is dancehall.
So she's doing dancehall now. She's doing it as a female artist.
That's why I said artists can claim titles. They feel like do what Timafa. And even that Fantana, or friends said now, there's no one doing or any female artist doing serious dancehall for that matter, let me claim the title. And the title will bring controversies. So I'll get attention.
She's had all the attention
for
that. Fine, but it's not the best.
For records,
it's not the biggest.
Okay, let's move on to something that has also been making trends online. It's about some people who were trying to make Shatta Wale look bad in the face of Hajia Furio's issue when they started saying that should FBI start their investigation or should they start capturing people? If Shatta is not careful, he will also be captured. As a matter of fact, when I also heard the people saying that, I got a little annoyed, I got a little angry, asking myself questions. The FBI and the USA federal government, they know whatever they are doing. Yeah. Everyone they want to come for, they know you. Interpol. They know you, like they know you. Every detail, they have profiled everybody they want to come for. So who are those people mentioning names and what good are they doing this for? As a matter of fact, when it comes to artists, everything that is being written about them online, it goes a long way to either help them or affect them. You are here writing and making Shatta Wale look bad. He comes forward to attack you and everybody says, hey, the lion is awake. He's about to devour people. And I'm not too happy with it. As a matter of fact, whilst I was not feeling too cool with it, not knowing he was even angry to the 99th minute. And he went on live on Facebook, gave it to those he's supposed to give to, woto. And as it stands now, it has been making trends online. Yesterday, he was even trending on Twitter and other things. Now, I'm asking that, how are we going to solve this problem? Are we blaming Shatta Wale for his rants? Are we blaming those, especially those online people who started mentioning his name and linking him to something that he might not know anything about? What for? Did they think about the repercussions or the implications of attaching his name to this? He's an artist doing international business. Recently, he was in Kenya to go and do international business. Now, if you start putting out some of these stories about him, how does he come out clean to be able to sign more, better, or bigger businesses? Why is the industry like that sometimes? Shatta has been talking. I'll watch a portion of the video and I'll ask my people whether they will also blame him or the people who are doing that. Let's watch this video. I'll be right back.
The foolishness is too much on the internet. Sometimes they see that and they say, like, hey, so this is what they reason or something, or they think. How you go fit there? Then if Hajia Furio's get matter, then all you go talk be say, FBI, check Shatta Wale. Your mother, your father, your mother again, your father again. I don't watch all those things on the internet and I say, you people, I don't get time for it because I have to count money. Right now, finish counting money. Your mother. I didn't see the thing. So no, not Pia come. They not Pia come, they do things. No, not Pia get problems for, they will collect Shatta Wale also. Your mother. You don't get where somebody buys some. Your mother. We fool for this country inside so much. Say, if problem day, we know if it's solved. Pastors, they Ghana, where do they talk? Webe. Everybody, you sit down in front of your house because here we know they talking about your mother. Even me, where they arrest. Even me, where I take my life, go police station. Say me, they for lock me because they say they catch the person. So they for lock me. When man go jail for all these things, they say me I cause panic. The panic I cause, it make people die. It make people lose money for accounts. It make people commit suicide. Me alone, what's I write that? As a pastor, they talk that to me. No leader for the country come inside, say, hey, what Shatta is doing, let's pay attention to it and follow what he's trying to send us a message that no, we need to stop this thing because how pastor go fit talk say somebody go die or so this, and then the security of the whole country or Shatta say you need to for the among go be hey, man change things, you understand me? Those nonsense things you put the Ghana, sometimes you did then one day do nonsense things for the country make. I don't know how. And you see, when they do them, you penny for them, say, hey, that be how they see the country. Because they Jimmy. There's people that tag FBI. Go ask FBI, your mother. If you say ask man, they do fraud. Man go do fraud, do what? You don't see the hard work they put in. You know, say mosquito is Saturday. Your mother say me the arrest medical, me the arrest fella, me the arrest because we be me the arrest Samamuni because we be Hajia for your mother. Tell your mother say I say mother. You boy, you don't know this spirit they play with you. You this man they play. Hey, man no can play for you. So if you day way some things, then you go to come then talk the thing where. Make Charlie Hajia get this thing. Make we do this thing. Charlie, make we all pray for him. Make it come. We don't get that thing for on a tongue top. You feel say you go survive. Your mother. That's why you know where they do where you man go out. Recently, at the travel go and Kumasi way we catch airport. They say some guy for there. Say me I dey go Takari some time ago. I don't talk to hours. So as I catch here, no, the time where I catch here, no, it be right time. Where me and my crew they go board the plane. My crew even no go see the place. The guy take me my ticket go. Cause he say he won't show me something. Your mother. The guy there passing yourself, he mother. The guy where in your sister, he mother. We fought too much for this country. We fought too much for this country. Like something they do we are sick in our brains. Every day, somebody for fall down before a Ghana man go happy. Every day, somebody for fall down, then Ghana man go happy. Go check. You want to see what? Go see one of bloggers. They fi blog was sia blogging, Jimmy blogging, Tumuni Koko blogging, Nkwasia sem, and I am there. Go and check Tunde Head Not. Go and check people, you know, Mufasa. Go and page, Instagram page. See in captions. You don't know something that they teach you, put they want to talk something like this thing, and they arrest Hajia for so FBI come and catch you. What's here? Go ask FBI, say if they get my document for there now. Or if you say America they fool. Shatta Wale no go fit travel. Your mother! I go travel make people see. Your mother! Everybody do that to them. Big men, everybody they can't do. Okay, let's see if Shatta Wale will be arrested because Shatta the way is. I tell you a story. Me once upon a time, they tell me artists, Ghana artists. When they take cocaine, they travel past airports. Where airports they monitor them. Ghana artists, airports no. Go ask airports. Those people where they want news, go airports and ask them how many artists for Ghana here where they take cocaine they travel for airports where they monitor them. Your mother. He said I go there, I go take cocaine travel. How much you pay for it? No, me nobody go be paying for cocaine. Make I take travel. Safe. I go be done. How much you go be paying? You know how much money I want. Then people they can't date there. It matter happy. We can't just sit down and say, hey, let's pray. Come on, let's put our hands together and pray so that this our sister, he could come out for this decision. Nobody they talk about that thing. Anything and Shatta Wale should be part. Hey, you see all those boys can't go knock you, you don't make money, you go suffer. Your mother they go chop him. Your father he go be whatever he be like that way no get money for your family. You go die like that. Your mother.
Well, so in a long while, we've not seen Shatta in this act before. When we were all expecting him to even come and do this, he decided to ignore. So for him to come and do this at this time, it is so obvious that man has been seriously offended by these actions of the people who are doing that. I've had my opinion already, so I will not say anything about this. Earlier in the editorial, if you've not watched it, you can refresh the video before this one and watch it. That was my opinion. I think in about some 28 minutes or less, I had my own session on this particular topic. Let me get the views of my people, then we close. Derek, let me start with you, then when we get there, we run away.
Last time, I think Shatta Wale is somebody you always talk, or let me see, rant when there's an issue say answer or I'll be responded with such a critical response.
Yeah.
And I think he has every right to do that. Because Sawoka Semna Asemno Ohena and Kunia. Yeah, another way that's the way to respond. Because Ghana and I won you're swording. And at a point in time they're so pushing so hard. Plus, I mean, US for any FBI, any all the protocols, everything they know how they do their work.
Of course.
And it is almost track you be no chin at a point in time. They know, according to some reports of the Hajia for no more tracking for 10 good years. So they know what they are doing.
And everybody they are looking for.
Everybody they are looking for. And to say Yachi Hajia for real, that doesn't give you the opportunity. Seko online, Neko Kase, Shatta, Wale, your friend is saying Chris Waddle, R2Bs. No, you don't affiliate people's brand with a particular brand and one basem. No, we don't do that.
Never.
That very moment in our sameness in we tackle the issue, find solutions to the issue. Now, for your solution, we are, then we take another stand. As it stands now, Hajia for how we are going to deal with the issue. Egusuo say obeko court to be jailing for these years, so many years, and I say you go scot free. Nobody
knows.
But here lies the case. People have started relating to other artists and personalities in our industry.
Okay.
Which one way or the other may I find fault in it. Yeah, Jumanesa. Yeah, Jumanesa. Asem na abano. Opese unya trend ewa same numa. You follow the story very well from the source to the end. Into unya source no ubenya any results you are looking for. But enkofa obi met batem not to the extent no as a who affiliate people with it. Ekobani sana ebema enie enso abubia activities all year home. But yenim se Ghana ne no. Things are going on. Things are moving things. We know. Enti obi ye na juma, hweso no nye na juma. In as much as na juma ne obi ajuma ho abasem no, don't affiliate it with somebody. Because from the perspective of Shatta Wale kasa no, say strictly music and odi nye sika.
Exactly.
Enti so be kase Hajia for ya che no. Enti ene ye hwe Shatta Wale mu a. You person now who can I think say psychologically no. You are blind.
You have a problem.
You have a problem.
What do you need, friend?
What do you need? I didn't need friend. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because obiasem you obiasem.
No, but you see, this thing, I see everything wrong with it, as a matter of fact. Because if not for anything, these are criminalities.
Criminalities.
So you don't attach people's brand to it easily.
At all. Jamen Kobi.
When Hajia for real, whose team knows exactly why she has been arrested, Krampono, they wrote a press release debunking and even detaching themselves.
So one thing, Brasa may say you share how Ayana or bloggers na me massimo baby.
Yeah. It affects so many innocent people.
Yeah, not me massimo baby because some people a jumana omo they feel like they've employed writers to do the job. And why employ a writer and one man responsibilities every day be I saw the 10 stories, 20 stories ever. So whatever is going on on the internet, whatever is trending, the writer up and I said the writer who do just anything, not publish it. And no idea a higher system no because ya really ye na say ya position near ma brasa me ebema near ma aginsem. And that is what Shatta Wale is not happy about. Because one or more choro oba live VCC a crowd obeka a crowd na man first start choro.
I know.
Well, but to me, I think I like the angle na Shatta Wale call. Although forget about his rant, we know how he addresses issues, and what this is some of the way his strategies or they address issues. When we say Ghana, if we do baby, that's one more thing. The woman you into a so boho, and that is the way he addresses issues. Into one, we should understand him. Now, my bloggers need to be who say how to disseminate information. Check your source, get everything right.
Exactly.
And yes, no, don't be in a haste, in a hurry to publish story. Source, people will follow your lead. At the end of the day, now we don't get the right or the correct story.
Well, Ro, quick one. Let's continue from there.
That's happening. Action and reaction. That's what we are seeing. Yes, some of us may not like his approach, but then there's if you follow the substance of what he's saying, the word of your mother that murdered my mother, mother her mother, and a woman. You realize that there's one thing that is constant in the rant that he's ranting that has to do with he clearing his name. You know, the internet is a very vast space, and like he was saying, the FBI or the Interpol or whatever institutions that are in charge of these investigations, they are not dumb. In fact, they don't need you publishing things on the internet to start their investigation on somebody. Whoever they want to investigate on, they are probably done with the person, or they are even on the person.
Exactly.
So it is not about your internet. Oh, go and look into this person. Oh, go and look into that person. No. But the thing is that it may not be to the FBI or the fact that they are tagging his name, like they are calling FBI or Interpol on him. That's why he's ranting like this. But you see, we live in a space where some people, unfortunately, will base on some of these talkabilities or commentaries on the internet whenever they are dealing with him. There are some companies that, okay, we want to work with Shatta Wale. Then the moment they go online to check what is current about you, then they realize that your name has been attached to criminalities. Whether it is true or false, they, unfortunately for them, they don't have the mechanisms to go and investigate whether it is true or false. And some of them may base their decisions on some of these things. So I believe that yes, whatever he's come to do, the bloggers that he's insulting will still pick it and write it, and it will be to his own benefit.
Okay.
Because this will help even diffuse some of the articles and the news that have been said about him.
Exactly.
So yes, he may not be happy with the when our bloggers, they don't have sense, they don't do this, they don't do that. They will still write. They will still write. Me, I always say, every day foolish man they come down.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is good he does some of these things. So when you go on the internet and you see an article of people linking Shatta Wale to criminalities, there will be an article of his response to those articles.
I mentioned one of these as well.
Of course. And that is what he's doing. So on the internet, we have two results here. So now, if you want to base your decision on what you see on the internet, you have two options. They say the person has gone to steal tomatoes, or MC Kobe has been arrested for stealing tomatoes. Me, Roland, is his friend, and they see me to be attached to that thing. I have come out to come and say that I don't know anything about it. I don't do them things and all that. So if somebody really wants to deal with me, they will know that, oh, okay, when they tag him to it, this is his response. You understand? Unless maybe we want to go on and investigate beyond what both of them are saying on the internet. Then we can call various institutions who will help us do some of this investigation. Else, beyond the only thing that I am not cool with is your modest. But aside your modest, I believe there is somebody that has been tagged with so much negativity that wants to clear his name. And with his temperament, you can't fault him. See, the late Professor Tamel's temperament is not the same as Jerry John Rawlings.
Exactly.
Neither is it the same as ex-President Kufuor. Neither is it the same as the current president, Danko Kufuor. You understand? The late Professor Tamel's will ask you, oh, Martin says, if you are to him, if you do fiasem. But the late Jerry John Rawlings will not tell you do fiasem. He
will come for you.
Of course, everybody has a way of dealing with stuff. Yes, beyond the insult and the calling out of people's mothers and mother, I believe that if you want to understand what he's saying in these rants, it is clear. This is somebody that just wants to clear his name, and that's all. So it is not so much of a big deal. But I believe that if there is also an institution that he can put up to help him do some of these, communicate constantly as these things go on, then we can see, or maybe have certain activities that can also help him in bringing his good name into the limelight. We know he's been doing so much in terms of corporate social responsibilities, but then at certain point, brands usually go to some extent in doing certain corporate social responsibilities, not because at the point it is time for them to do it, but for certain purposes, so they can elevate their name to certain light in the society. So if that is also within his means and he would want to do it, he can equally do that. Else, whatever he's saying there, it is somebody that just wants to clear his name.
Okay, Kobe, finally, let's wrap up. Our time is up.
Yeah, so this whole thing, it's quite unfortunate. But then, you see this thing, my whole worry about it is how the youth on social media are deliberately trying to fuse in people who are sitting there somewhere, who do not know anything about whatever is going on with Hajia and his brouhaha. We are trying to, by forcefully, fuse them into this whole situation. So
because she is related to somebody.
Because yeah, so if I'm in my house and Brasami has been arrested by Ghana police, call row, so and it doesn't make sense. But you see, I'm not surprised because way back, even within our society, when something happens in school or outside, and they're like, oh, yes, your mom will be like, say what down for. Who can be? You see that thing? A mentality be a kind of most. But I see you say this time around, no. Back then, this time around, there's a social media, and the social media be a very powerful place and a space. You don't joke with it. The almost you know, and yes, FBI and this interperform. They've been tracking this girl down for quite some time.
Oh, of course.
So they know what they are. So even if let's say Wale has some hands or some affiliation in there, they know. And
exactly.
But my worry is, as the youth you were online, now you could tell your phone, able to be positive. The impact, Papa be brain. Whilst Nigerians are sharing their artists up for tours and all that. Look at what we are here putting our A-list artists into. It's quite unfortunate, and it's very, very, very like I don't know the word to use for it. But we should put a stop to it. And secondly, too, I think for Shatta Wale's brand, this is a huge issue, and our conversation it has the whole world's attention on it. So I believe Anka, we all know he will definitely come and reply on Facebook Live. But I think it has gotten to a point where Wale has to start writing press releases. He should give it to his team. Certain things he shouldn't comment about it directly. On family team, we don't show bibi meto na yen kan. Why silence? What na bibi? Or can who be a? And you no be proven so can one on can. So as but to always come on Facebook Live to answer such questions and go back and forth.
Only baby Ghanaians have a way of responding to press release and then responding to your reaction.
But when we say a press release,
will be able to come.
Thank you.
One way
because of bro, baby.
See, and one way should say Shatta Wale asked the Ghanaians and who say no. That is the way to go.
But only say yes, but
they have to go hard on you for you to hear or listen to what I'm saying.
It's true, but they be also
the branch Shatta Wale will never release any community.
No, but they be also almost anything. Bongo ideas knows say when he hits Shatta Wale this way, Shatta will definitely come back. I think. So I say, or drop in the press release and all the article and a bongo be tag post no so actually they na Shatta and Kahoshia.
But it's still the same thing. The person is still making your press release being stupid.
Oh no.
Press release you cry the
what can I do? What? See, and I back and forth between them.
Ghanaians, you don't like reading.
Into what
reading. And even people read without understanding.
So don't you see say this life
I'm out to assume.
Oh no. To me or can the yeah, that's your perception or your perspective of view. But to me, no. To me, I think say with the brand, you know how huge it is. I don't expect Wale to always come out on live and reply us. How many times do we see Stoneboy?
Have you questioned yourself the reason why
Wale or Sammy on all these things?
Why have you questioned yourself for the reason why Wale is doing interviews?
No. I know how many times na Sarkodie call interviews. How many times they all come to the media space, almost down to these interviews when they have a project at hand.
And Sarkodie live and Shatta live and any Ghanaian artist live. You see the content creative between them.
Only mean try to Sarkodie so kroma.
But who's friend is
Storm only try to so kroma. How many times over live very reply?
Oh, die. Shatta live and the story sells.
Maybe cast a man in live.
Oh, interviews no. Because Oko live or bloggers and the vloggers. The story no SL.
In the
extent say Bebrina who said no. This is the time I have to cash out of Shatta life.
We say no, so you know, almost say baby.
That is what I'm talking about.
On say
almost say
that's what I'm talking about.
On say baby say na baby.
It's see I no be a say I Shatta not live.
Okay. Yes, Kobe.
But me no me submission and say I want Shatta to change his ways of coming back to react to this kind of issues are introning nyama affiliating to, because I see is sometimes I see these young guys talking to my A-list artists like that. To me, so right now I want Wale to watch me. No, right now I want him to watch me as a true fan, talking to him say, "Bossu, woman kola we no kasa anyhow. Is either go silence on it,
why you also not talking to Nkwara and say almost no idea now? This is someone who has achieved.
I mean, how do I talk to Nkwara baby? Make kitty way. Wale has the.
Debbie Akwasia bank cry. It took us over the Kwasia for the bank cry.
Is it that thing? The other day I was there when Sticker also saw something someone had written about me on Twitter, and he said to me, boss, why would you Sticker? And too bad.
Some social media na
and too bad.
One
people will just decide to behave on the app. If you think this is what satisfies your response, media, I don't have a person.
If you think
at a point when I decided to be attacking people, there were so many people who were crying foul of Sammy leave, including my office staff. There wasn't challenging. No, sometimes you have to just be deliberate about some things for a moment. Now that we show us more, have you seen who is coming again?
Oh yeah, they are not coming here.
So yes, and I get you. I get you. Your suggestion is not a bad suggestion, but if you live by that alone, it might not serve the purpose. Sometimes no one dive inside the crowd.
But Wale has always been diving in.
Oh yeah.
But for some time.
Or diving in
but for some time.
Yeah, in recent time they were there.
When was the last time you saw him do something?
Obabia not even Sammy. Wale put certain things.
Occur hibernation for some months. You buy. I didn't want to be today.
Obey. Who's an rule? Because say your mono. It was 2 months.
That is his approach. He can't change it.
No, he has.
If you give him 3 years, 100 years, you come back the same.
Your mother.
But then I think when it comes to such instances, you use this kind of energy. Edigu your artists ni your influencers ni your personalities move you know. Say omokofa glory no so ba. You see the same energy. If I'm pushing. That's what I want to tell you.
Well, we can only end it here for today. Thanks for being a part of it. I worked with MC Kobe. MC Kobe is an MC. So anytime you need him to master any of your programs, be it corporate program or street program or any program at all.
But you for no passports, never.
Every time you need someone to do your program for, just contact him. He will take care of that for you. Roland Amate, also a publicist, talent manager, and he publishes the showbizchannelgh.com, where you can also read some more stories. Derek Money here is an event person. He's also a publisher of enewsgh.com, and he's a talent manager, and he is a publicist as well. He has been handling a model not long ago, and when he came first, I thought that was what he was going to talk about, but in the sport of that, so maybe another time we talk about the model and what she is doing as well. Special thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, who is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of our show. If you loved this, you can recommend it to others. Let's share opinions as well. Drop your comments and let's do it again some other time. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you in our next video. We're out of here. Ta-ta.